I have shot a lot of free throws in my time as a basketball player, and I'm in this beautiful gym shooting free throws. And no matter what you do, you can do everything right and still miss a free throw. And that's what it feels like with this gym. I want to give you a construction update in this gym, and the only people more disappointed than the students, players, parents of our basketball team about not getting this open this year is our team, our board, our FISD team. And this gym was on target. We had the collapse. We're delayed for multiple months of not getting to have any construction inside here at all. Came back from Thanksgiving and then into Christmas break. And as we demoed the area that needed to be demoed, delayed this further, and now we have life safety inspections, designs that have, as we've stepped in here, need to be redone, elevators, and we're not going to come into a facility until we can fully celebrate it and we can have a safe place for our community and families to be. And so it's been further delayed, and I'm really sorry about that. There's a lot of things that we're able to and we'll move forward with our construction and design contracts to hold those responsible for that to account, but it really doesn't help us get in this gym any sooner. But that happens behind the scenes. Right now, we are waiting on more of those life safety issues to be finalized. We're dependent on things outside of our control. And just like we talked about on a free throw, you can control so much, but there's parts outside of your control. And if you've had any construction at all, you know the timelines, contractors, expenses, changes in design, what that does. And you can only imagine on a much bigger project what that's like. Not excuses, it's just the truth of it. But this is going to be a great place, and we're so excited, hoping to open it this spring so that we have a second gym at Friendswood High School, and we can have our players who practice every day still in here to do that, but are really excited for you to see it. A few of the images, we'll walk around and shoot a few of these images for you to get to see this amazing gym. One of the unique parts of this gym, and it was part of the design team, part of our vision for this gym as a design team, and the people who put a lot of time into this, is to have a third section. So we have a visitor section, but can you imagine this section full of kids, screaming kids, waving on a Friday night, a Tuesday night, or at a volleyball game when you have to shoot at this basket? It's very distracting. This is going to be an intimidating gym, and that's the way we like it. I wanted you to see a locker room area. We have multiple locker rooms inside of this building that we will be housing our students in. This is a coach's office. It's a combined coach's office with restrooms and showers off of it, but all of our coaches will have a study carrel and a place to do their work inside of this gym. One of my favorite parts of this is this banner. I love the cool graphics, the Mustang blue graphics in this gym, and there's lots of them. There's a video scoreboard as well that is going to be a really neat addition for the people who come. There it is. To see the game. We're inside the Performing Arts Center. I want to give you an update on this facility. As you can see in here, we have chairs ready to go, ready to sit in. Chair number 10 right here, row J. They have been installed all the way through this lower level and also up on the balcony. You got the cool light factor over here, which is a great cool factor that'll be in these areas. There's still quite a bit of interior work to be done inside what they're doing, and continuing with a lot of the life safety installations of fire alarms, elevator connections, still a lot of that work to be done. This also was delayed as part of the collapse, and then having to regenerate back up again and get started, so it got moved back as well 3 months. And so now this is a focus area for us. Timelines, you know, I think one of the things I've learned through this bond program is we get a timeline from a contractor and we share that, and then we have what happens typically in construction is lag times, lead times, issues that push that back, and disappointment happens. So for us right now, we are hoping to be able to get in here for our kids, at least, to have classes in here late spring. But I think probably the most accurate target date would be for us to utilize it in the fall, the beginning of our school next year, with hopes of possibly getting here this spring. But when we get in here, you are going to be amazed at this facility, and so proud of what's in place. This is the black box. This is the small theater. It will have a small set of stands to be able to see comedy, cabaret, and some of the smaller shows, but also utilized for a classroom. And then you can see up on the ceiling, this has the full rigging to be able to simulate the bigger theater. Has a control room that we'll be able to utilize for the space. Really big black box comparatively to other places, so we're excited to have our kids in here. So one of the reasons for this type of theater is to have the rigging in this space. So the super high ceiling that you see right here, the fly loft is what it's called. But all that rigging across here, those ropes, we're able to hook sets to it and pulley them up into the ceiling without having to move them in and out through this big storage area in the back, which we still have a large storage area. But one of the big benefits of this huge stage and this fly loft will be the ability to do that. And it's in. The sounds of construction, like music to my ears. Those of you, the parents who have been part of musicals for years, this is your door right here. You can drive a pickup truck through this door with whatever we need for different shows, spring shows too. Spring show parents, you do a lot of this too, to be able to go in through this big door right out onto the stage. So another great addition to this building, great design by our team. Give you an update too on what's behind these walls in the hallways of Friendswood High School. Not only here, all the way down this hallway as well, but also over in the Math Science wing. This is where the remodeling is going on. Down this hallway will be audio visual, and then the rest of this space will all be culinary. I'm standing right here where a coffee bar will be and a serving spot for kids and for teachers for our community. Then behind us will be, in the current auditorium, will be a band hall, and then an engineering space, and then choir space. So if we pulled these walls back, what you would see would be walls going up, the starting of those classrooms, those classroom spaces as we work through. These also have been targeted after the collapse for the beginning of the next school year. That's what we're shooting for all of these spaces. We'll do still do have a lot of work to do in the summer to try to get ready for the August start date. So just want to give you an update on what's going on in these spaces, and maybe later in the spring we can take a look at what's behind here.